Do you actually believe a Jedi would return here? After all they've done to us? They wouldn't dare.
They certainly would. You remember how they were. Always so superior, so arrogant, and never lending a hand when we really needed them.
I still don't believe it.
You should. My cousin's friend, he used to tend the gardens around the Enclave. He swears he saw a Jedi in Kunda. Could be hiding anywhere.
Well, I hope it's true. I hear there's a bounty on them, and we could certainly use the money.
Unless somebody beats you to it.
Well... Talk about two unfriendlies, and we just walked in the front door already. There are a few interesting ways to play this game, but I think Dark Side High Intelligence Female is my favorite. Interesting. In this game, you can go extremely dark side and still earn a lot of influence points with your companions because they loathe you so much. Most of the companions so far have been light side track companions, I would say, except for Karaeous. She's very much down the middle of the door. That's the door you broke into to rescue Shen in the first game. That's why it's busted. Oh, that's a fun little Easter egg, if that's true. That's really cool.
Welcome to Kunda. You're a salvager, right? You'll need to see Administrator Adare to get access to the ruins. If you need directions to anything else, just ask.
Why do you think I'm a salvager?
You're not. The only heavily armed people that visit us are either salvagers or mercenaries. And you don't look quite gritty enough to be a mercenary.
Where's the Administrator?
Her office is directly behind this room. You really can't miss it. She can see you now if you like.
What do you have in Kunda?
The things that would most interest you are our weapon merchant Anzeron, the leader of our militia. Akare is still around here somewhere too. He sells droid components.
Ooh. Maybe. Where can I find the weapon shop?
Just go to the central corridor and make a right. His shop is the first on the right.
What exactly is Kunda?
We hope it will become the new center of government for the settlers. The Administrator has been trying to organize us in the wake of the Jedi Civil War.
Not a very big building for a center of government.
We're a small group of settlers on the edge of Republic space. The building isn't large, but it's only the beginning.
Okay. Why would I need to see Zeron?
If you get into any trouble, he's the person you'd contact. Unfortunately, recent problems with the salvagers and mercenaries have kept him quite busy.
Okay. Thank you. So, Administrator is behind here. Sulru and staff. Interesting. I actually think this planet is most interesting if you're dark side, especially if you've got a corrupted Bowdur. Interesting. Of course, I'm probably not going to play dark side. I have a hard time playing dark side, but we'll see. Adare.
A visitor. Please, come in. Welcome to Kunda. I am Administrator Turina Adare. You're the owner of the, ship that just landed?
Pleasure to meet you. I'm Karaeous.
Depending on your business here, the pleasure may be mutual, but you didn't answer my question. Is that ship yours?
I came in that ship, yes.
And unless I'm much mistaken, that's the Ebon Hawk. That vessel has been on Dantooine before, during the war. That was a Jedi vessel.
I'd prefer if you kept that quiet. Jedi don't seem to be liked here, or practically anywhere these days.
That is an unfortunate truth, and a wise request, which of course I will honor. Most settlers here hold bitter memories of the Sith occupation. Right or wrong, our settlers blame the Jedi and their hidden enclave for their suffering. I remember the old Jedi Masters and the considerable help they lent to Dantooine. I still maintain discreet connections with Jedi. I suppose your arrival here is no coincidence.
I'm looking for Jedi. Could you tell me who you're talking about?
My friend, let's just call him Vrook. We've known each other for many years, and our continued friendship could create many problems in the current political climate. He came to Dantooine not too long ago. He was looking into something quite important. He's gone missing recently. Did he send for you in case something went wrong?
He didn't send for me, but I would like to meet with him.
Vrook and I had a mutually beneficial arrangement for several weeks. He went to the Jedi Enclave sublevel recently and hasn't returned. I know the sublevel is dangerous. I'm starting to fear the worst. Would you be willing to go to the ruins of the Enclave to look for him?
I will actually make that my first priority.
We are fortunate that you've come. Don't expect it to be easy, though. Things rarely are with Jedi. I will have one of the militia transmit permissions to the Enclave's security door. Go expecting danger, for you will most certainly find it there. Is there anything else I can assist you with?
Is there any work I can do here? Because I need the credits.
There are plenty of opportunities to assist people on Dantooine. Too many, I'm afraid. I would go to the militia headquarters and make your intentions known there. Besides that, just listen and ask around.
Okay. Do the people of Dantooine really hate the Jedi?
To most people in the galaxy, the distinction between Sith and Jedi is a blurry one, especially since most Sith were once Jedi. It is complicated by the fact that Malak and Revan were great heroes of the Republic and famed Jedi Knights. But a few years later, they were leading an armada which threatened everyone. And here on Dantooine, the Jedi Enclave provoked a brutal occupation by the Sith. It could have been far worse, but even now the damage has not been fully mended.
Hey. Can anything be done about it?
I don't think everyone hates Jedi. If just a few people changed their minds or spoke up, it could make a great deal of difference. I think that we need the help of the Jedi. If the Jedi's reputation isn't redeemed, the consequences could be quite regrettable. Until then, I would keep your identity secret.
I'll be going. Thank you very much. You were a lot of help. And then you are just a simple militia. Turret control station. Anybody else? Oh. Baron? Modril.
What brings you to Kunda? Do you have any troubles to report? I'm here to help. I just hope you aren't here about Garavik.
Garavik?
Oh, sorry. If you're brand new to these parts, you may not have any issues with Garavik, unlike most everyone else.
Who is Garavik?
You're fortunate not to know him. He's a salvager. His purpose in life seems to be causing us headaches. I can tell he's back in Kunda just by the pounding in my head. If you're not here about Garavik, do you have some other problem?
Who are you?
Well, call me a defective protocol droid. Manners, right. I'm Barun Modril. I'm Captain Zeron's right-hand man. I help run the militia here. Well, that makes it sound more important than I am. Zeron takes a hands-on role in running the militia. If you have any real trouble, you'd have to go to him anyway.
Isn't being hands-on a good thing?
This is sensitive. It's not really a secret, though. A lot of people are upset with Zeron. He's a hard man and doesn't answer to anybody. Except, I suppose, the administrator. The thing is, he expects everyone to follow all the laws. That's not normally a bad thing, but the mercenaries are used to having a bit more freedom. So it's like Zeron keeps prodding a rancor with a stun stick. To a rancor, it's just a minor nuisance. But if you keep at it, he's gonna fight back. The mercenaries aren't unreasonable. They're mostly just war veterans looking for work. But Zeron just keeps poking them. So he has to get involved to make sure that the militia does what he wants. Otherwise, we'd probably give the mercenaries some room.
Aha. With some people, though, if you give them a little room, they'll take a lot more.
Dantooine has had mercenaries on it for years. I've talked with some, and they're not unreasonable. There's gotta be some sort of compromise we can both live with.
I hear they've been making a lot of mischief lately, maybe even murders.
We haven't been able to prove the mercenaries have done anything terribly wrong. And I believe them. I don't think they're involved. The Kathhounds and Kinrath are everywhere. It's just dangerous. I think we should be working on getting along. It's hard to follow orders that have you make things worse.
Persuade. That attitude is dangerous. When you're outnumbered on a hostile world, you've got to stay a team.
That's a good way of looking at it. I may not agree with the captain, but I guess I should make everyone fall in line. I still worry that he may provoke the mercenaries into something more dangerous. But I suppose he may know something I don't. Thanks.
I got to get going.
All right. Stay out of trouble now.
Seems like a fairly nice guy. Appearances are deceiving, though. Ooh, doors. A dumb LARP. Greetings, fellow sentients. I notice you are not heavily armed. Or at least not heavily armed enough. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Adum, a simple merchant with a noble purpose. The settlers of other fine humans on Dantooine have been plagued by war, Kathhounds, Kinwraith, mercenaries, and other fearsome troubles. It is much too sad to see. Is this the guy from the first game? I'm pretty sure this is the same guy from the first game. He sounds exactly the same. What's your mission? To overcome their troubles, they must be able to defend themselves. Therefore, I offer the highest quality weapons at the lowest of prices for them. I am here offering you much in the way of weaponry at low prices. Salesman. Let me see what you're selling. Okay. Here we go. I don't even, what kind of money do I have? 3,800 about. Okay, that's not too bad. Exchange negotiator. I think I have one of those. Vibro double blade. Ooh, that sounds nice. Rhodian Deathblade. Reich blade. Bunch of different blasters. Dang, okay. Fencing emitter? Defense bonus, blaster bolt deflection. Okay, it's a lightsaber upgrade. Nerve amplifier belt. Immunity to stun, fear, horror. Ooh. Okay. The Dojian sword. Oh, that's a really good weapon. Not upgradable. Of course. What about the vibroblade? Fully upgradable. But it's 37.6. Oh, that's almost all of my money. No. I'm not that rich yet. Private door. Hello. Oh, Oh, Zeron, there we go.
I'm the militia captain here. Are you here because you're in trouble or looking for it?
Well, that's quite an opener. Neither one.
I see. Well, what's your reason for coming to militia headquarters?
Just exploring and getting to know people.
There are better places to explore and better people to know. I'm sure you have your reasons, though. I'm sure you got questions of your own. And if you're interested, I might have some work for you. You want something?
What sort of work do you have?
I've seen a lot of visitors come through Kunda. You're the first one in a while that looks the capable sort. We have a small problem with Kinrath. Maybe you've already seen some of them. They're coming from a cave in the Kunda Plains. I'd take care of it myself, but there aren't many people in the militia. We'd lose too many men. There's a reward if you do it.
I'll see what I can do.
That's all I can ask. You want something?
Can I ask you some general questions?
You really should talk to Baroon about general questions.
Okay, I'll be going then. So Baroon is the guy at the end of the hall. Yep, Baroon. So he's the talkative one of the militia. He is not. Private door, security door. Dink. Dink. Okay, neither of those can be opened. Ann, what are you doing over there? Another private door. Security door. We require a key card. More private door and more security doors. Oh. Medical lab. Storage. Defense droid station and workbench. Turret control station. Militia headquarters. Okay. Interesting. So we've already talked with Administrator. She's good for us to go to whatever this place is. The Enclave. Which would be garage entrance. Alright, we need to explore around a little bit. Secret barrel? Secret barrel. What? Durasteel heavy armor. Blaster gauntlet. Ooh. Ooh, that's a pretty find. Another one? Just a part. Door? Locked. Okay, just, so the garage entrance. Side security entrance. Hello? Ah, Kinrath. The mutant praying mantises.
Everyone down! Time to take you down to size.
Let's settle in.
More where that came from.
Okay, they're not too difficult
Let
to
us
take
test
down.
ourselves.
You guys gonna wait here or continue running? Oh. Looks like someone in trouble up there. Hello, looks like your speeder bikes went kinda crash. Sadi?
What? You shouldn't sneak up on an old fella like that. You shouldn't be out of here anyway. This is Kinrath territory.
What are you doing out here?
A couple weeks back, there was an accident here. One of the Western Fringe farmers was coming to Kunda on his swoop with a load of atmospheric sensors. We found him dead and his swoop bike all banged up. I've come back a couple of times to try to figure out if that's what really happened.
Do you suspect foul play?
I do. The Kinrath are dangerous, but as long as you stay on your swoop bike, there's no way they should catch you. I've carefully searched this area and haven't found anything. So maybe our man just got sloppy. We really need those atmospheric sensors. I don't suppose you'd be willing to keep an eye out for something,
Depends on what it is.
I doubt you'll be able to find any evidence of what happened here, but you might come across the atmospheric sensors. They have to be somewhere. If you find any of them, just come back here. I'll pay you 1,000 credits for each one you can find, even if they're broken.
Wow! 1,000 credits each? Any idea where they could be?
No idea whatsoever. I figure it's a real long shot you'd ever spot one, but I also figure it wouldn't hurt to ask.
Okay. I'll see what I can do. Because he looks like one of the militia. And there's also 2 bikes here, not just one. Some chemicals. Okay, looks like I can go north or I could go south. Enclave Courtyard, that's where I want to go.
More where that came from.
And there was one more up here. Or not. Okay, was it? Okay, there was the Kinrath. Oh, it's clearing out the caves, not just killing them. Okay. I can do that. So this is the Enclave, huh? Cathound. And I want to say... Oh, those mercenaries? Mercenaries. Mercenary, Dopak, Mandalorian, Esok, Mandalorian, Mercenary, Nalek. There's actually a few named people here.
You've wandered into the wrong camp. You got the look of a warrior, and we got all the blasters we need. If you're looking for work too, just take a trip spaceward. We don't need any more competition. Got it?
I'm not looking for work.
Then maybe we can get along just fine.
Can you tell me about the mercenaries?
Most of us are veterans of the Jedi Civil War. Some even fought in the Mandalorian Wars. A lot of soldiers have been looking for a place in the galaxy. The really skilled usually wind up here.
Who's your leader?
A Scintiate by the name of Azkul. He was an elite trooper for Malak during the Jedi Civil War. He knows how to wage war.
What do you do when you're between jobs?
We find ways to divert ourselves. A lot of us find odd jobs. There are many more mercs around than what you see on Dantooine. We're spread out.
Why haven't you been able to line up a job?
We had a contract with the Republic, doing some work in the Outer Rim. But they scaled back, and we were some of the casualties. Now the Republic isn't hiring anymore. I hear they have no credits.
Ah. Can we talk about something else?
I have time to kill.
What do you think of Dantooine?
It's just another spaceport to me. We've been here too long for my tastes. And the settlers.
What about the settlers?
It galls me to think we fought wars to protect Gizka like them. They don't do anything to help themselves, and they don't know how to take responsibility. They're on their own, and either they should start working and stop whining, or else they're in for a tough ride.
Interesting. Something else going on there. What do you think about the administrator?
She's got spirit, but she seems to focus most of her effort on trying to get us off this planet. Terena has to learn that we aren't moving.
Why choose Dantooine as your base?
We have to live somewhere. Something those settlers don't seem to understand. That flaming administrator and her cat hound Zeron can't keep their noses out of our business. There's a natural order to things that they just don't seem to get. They'll learn.
What are you planning on to do?
Just make sure these settlers know their place. The Republic isn't going to send a single trainee to help this planet.
Something else? I heard you've been making trouble for the settlers.
What if we do? They're practically begging to be pushed around. You've seen them, right? They're weak.
Interesting. Their skills may not lie solely in warfare. This is not a failing.
You sound like a flaming Jedi. I didn't just mean their weapons. I meant their character. They're very quick to blame everyone but themselves for their problems. So the galaxy has dealt them a bad hand. They should ante up and get back in the game. The administrator is different.
Interesting. So... you were
Smells
named...
like another salvager's come to our camp. Vacate, Mudlicker. Don't make me tell you again.
Ease off, Nalick. There's better sport than this one.
I don't need help to take out a Mudlicker. Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay. Persuade. Like your friend said, I'm not a salvager. I'm a warrior like yourself.
You fight in any wars? I fought in the Jedi Civil War. I guess you don't look like much of a salvager.
Which side were you in the war?
Sides don't matter much. We're all soldiers. Most of us mercenaries worked with the Sith. Not too many Republic soldiers survived the war.
Why'd you want to fight me?
I thought you were one of those useless salvagers. Or perhaps an uppity settler. I've had about enough of their attitude. So I figured blasting one of them would have done me some good. It's been a while since we've had work.
I'll be going.
Stay out of our way and we'll stay out of yours. That's the best deal you're gonna get here.
Alrighty, so it is kind of sounding like the mercenaries are not all nice. Cathounds?
I shall honor them with battle.
Time to even the odds.
Come on, you can hit them.
I shall honor them with battle.
Stasis?
I shall honor them with battle.
Saved. Whirlwind. Also saved. Come on!
More where that came from! More where that came from!
Yeah. Having a hard time hitting stuff. More Cath Hounds. Come on, you can hit it. Okay, I think I see the very top of the Enclave way over there.
Let us test ourselves. Let us test ourselves.
Come on. You can get it.
More where that came from!
Man, those horned Cath Hounds are a little nasty.